time attack, team battle mode, tournament rush mode, and a ranking battle mode. And then at least have like something sort of a GG boost. Kind of like how Guilty Gear has, due to the fact that, Arc Systems has that, and then it has a lot to offer. And then you can have something like a dramatic battle as well. I mean, because the more game modes you have, the more replay value you can play with. I mean, because if you really think about it, people are really paying attention to this game. There's still tournaments going on to this day. I mean, Japan has something called the Dragon Ball Power Battle Hour. Like, if that's not innovating enough, I don't know what is. And I really think, this will be really good for fighters and good for its sales. And if you guys can also work something out to have Stephanie Nadolny and Elise Bowman play their respective characters, like have Pan in there, like, I mean, I know some of you don't really care for Pan because of the whole canon and non-canon debate, but personally, that's bullshit, and I don't give a fuck. But Pan isn't a bad character. Like, and like I said, you should never blame the voice actor. Be miffed and upset with, the direction that the new director or a director wants the character to go in. And, like, for example, a lot of people, when Colleen Clinkenbeard replaced Stephanie Nadolny as Gohan, a lot of people were upset. And rightfully so. I mean, everybody wanted, Stephanie Nadolny to give her take on how she would, address the being that she's improved. But it wasn't really her fault. I mean, they didn't call her back, and then they abruptly fired her because she's not retired. She's not retired at all. And due to the fact that somebody was so jealous that, it was reported and then it got to Funimation somehow, and she was abruptly let go, which isn't fair because she about the character and she cares about the fans and she actually loves the fans. Elise Bowman too. Like, I mean, she and Miss Bowman actually care about the fans, and when you guys make, death threats saying, oh, like, Colleen Clinkenbeard needs to die and fall off a bridge, like, that's uncalled for. It really is. And then you're always blaming someone just because you don't like how they're taking a character. Granted, when Colleen first did Gohan, I didn't like it. And I still don't, but I don't hate her for it. I mean, she's gotten better. I mean, listen to how she does Gohan and fighterz. It's not bad. And it doesn't irritate me as much. And then it's like, I saw the comments, they're like, oh, Colleen, why is she not dead yet? I mean, before Stephanie and Zoe and all those other people did it, um Colleen was actually one of the first people to do it when I was coming up. So when she did Kakarot, she wasn't bad. So in a way, she is the OG Kakarot voice, like way before Stephanie and all them others did it. I mean, because in the Hominy Goat era, everybody was doing it, and then when it came to Colleen's turn, it was very short. And then when it was brought back for Kai, she did it a little bit. And I found it to be, impressive. Um, and although her playing Kakarot and fighterz for the GT form needs a lot of work, that's a good game actually. I'm not sure. I think so. Um, and she does have a lot of potential. She just needs to work on removing the rasp and the gruffness of when she does Goku, because when she actually talks, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. But she just needs to work on her key eyes, which is her power up screens, and how she says the Kamehameha without her voice cracking. Because she's not a bad actor. Because I've seen her work and I'm impressed with it. But as time goes on, people grow and you get better. So my advice to anyone that doesn't like, a dub, if you don't like it, you could either change it in Japanese or don't watch the dub. You don't really need to be like, oh, this dub is like the worst. I mean, because there's a lot of questionable dubs I've seen in Dragon Ball world. Although very funny, the green, the big green dub was really questionable. Like, the Nimbus Cloud was called the Magic. The Power Pole wasn't even called the Power Pole. It was called the Magic Stick. And there's like a dirty joke reference in there, and I'm like, okay, that's not cool. But I really don't think you guys should be, all hating on the dub just because you don't like the character. Granted, I didn't like when she, you know, did Gohan, and I've gotten used to it. Because she's actually pretty nice. She actually does care about the fans. And that's what we want as, people that watch the shows. How do the actors feel about the fans? And when we find out they actually care about the fans and respond to us, it's like the greatest feeling in the world. Well, that's my thoughts on Dragon Ball Fighters and some of the responses to some of the dubs. I'm Mysterious Jackson from the Mysterious Jackson Show, and until we meet again, you guys, and always remember, stay tuned because you never know what's gonna happen.